I was like in another planet just now.
So I was talking about the importance of being vulnerable enough to allow yourself to have a support group or just one support individual, and how he reciprocated that, or how he responded to that.
Hold on. I was like in another planet just now. You need to start over. Don't do
I
that.
called her up. She gave me a bunch of crap about me not listening to her enough or something.
I thought you were
I don't know.
explaining
I
to me
wasn't
where
really
you
paying
were in the
attention.
video so that I could get context. Not so you could go
No,
right
I was
in.
telling the peeps.
No, you need to start over.
No, I'm leaving it in.
No.
So what I was getting at is the old video I had with him, we talked about when I first let him know about my condition when we first got together. That was that step, and many of you may be going through that. So watch that video, and we go very in depth about the one telling how it is for me, and him as the person receiving the information, how it felt. Did you black out again? What I want to discuss now is I want you to give the perspective on what you would advise somebody else if they were like, dude, what should I say?
You know, supporting someone with this condition, it's oftentimes difficult because it's not only a self-esteem burden, and it's also a financial burden. And, you know, me being the financial planner of our family, it is expensive. We are financially able to pay for it at this time. It would be nice if insurance covered it, but that's a separate subject altogether.
Yeah.
So
And just on that point, many of you that have asked me, mine personally cost me $117 per hour. It might cost you $70 an hour somewhere else. It might cost you $250 an hour somewhere else. You just have to do the research, but it's not cheap, and cheaper is not better.
Right. I would say if this is something you're considering approaching with, you know, your significant other, you two have to come up with a agreement how often you can go to what you're financially able to afford. And you might not agree, but that's one aspect of it that you find a happy medium on.
You can't predict it. You can't say, okay, well, I'll make it so that at $8,000 in, I'll be done. You can't really put a number on it, but you can, like he said, you can say, we have to lessen the frequency.
You have to budget yourself.
You have to budget yourself, but if you stop altogether permanently, that's also not smart. And you want to commit so you can actually get it done and do it fully, but you have to be able to budget it.
And there is no financial return when in terms of an investment, but this is her investing in herself, which in turn makes her feel better, which in turn makes me feel better. So it's just, you just have to be open and honest with your partner that it's going to be expensive and it's going to take a long time. And you have to set your own plan financially, mentally, and together, and then just go with that. That's the only way you can really do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a set way to do it. You girls and guys and people have to figure it out for yourselves.
And like I said earlier in my video, if you have to stop for a few months, going back to it, even if you're like, my budget this month is only $200, then you go for an hour or whatever that equals in terms of your electrolysis. That's all you get that month. Or if you have to skip months, ideally don't do that. But if you can't, you can't. And that's what it comes down to. But you have to continue going. So that's why you need to pre-plan in the very first place the reality of what this could cost. It's good days and bad, and you just have to go into it with a realistic mindset, go forward together, and comment if you need help. I answer every single comment. I respond to everybody, and I appreciate you all as much as you've shown me how much you appreciate what I've shared in return.